Okay, right, what we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at the first line of the Hedwig's theme from the Harry Potter films, written by the truly amazing John Williams, who, as all of my students know, is one of my favourite film composers. I get a lot of lessons out of his melodies, so especially for beginner guitar players, really highly recommend having a look at some John Williams melodies. This is a great one. So let's get started with a demonstration of what we're going to do. Okay, I went slightly beyond the first line there and suddenly caught myself. There are 4 lines to this piece, and it's first heard in the first film, which I believe is The Philosopher's Stone. Anyway, let's break down what I did. So, first off, I'm going to play the B string, just open, and then the top A, again, just open. Okay, and then we're coming 3 on the top A, to 2 on the top A, and then to open. Okay, let's break down that whole section there. Now you'll notice here, for those of you who are familiar with the idea of first position, I'm not in first position. So my first finger has moved up into the 2nd fret, my second finger is in the 3rd fret. So when I play that 3, 2, 0, I'm actually using fingers 2 and finger 1. If you haven't at this point become familiar with the idea of different positions and a finger per fret, fine, you can play this whole tune with just one finger, works perfectly well. But for those more advanced students who want to get the fingering right, I'm using 2nd position here. So let's take that first phrase again. This time I'll count you in. We're going to be beginning on beat 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so there's a demonstration. Let's just count in one more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so there's our first phrase. Then we're going to come down 7 on the top A, 5 on the top A. Now, for those of you with small classical guitars, you may have 1 dot on the top of your guitar, on the top of the neck. You can see mine there. I also have dots on the face of my guitar, which you may not have. If you only have 1 dot, it will be at 7. So you can very easily find 7th fret. For those of you with a multitude of dots, you may find that you have dots at 3, 5, 7 and 9, and they'll guide you to the different frets. So here we're looking for 7 and then 5. So 7 should be easy for all of us to find because we should all have a dot that marks 7. And then 5 should be easy to find because we know where 7 is, and it's going to be 2 frets down. Okay, and then to finish this phrase, we're going to grab fret number 2, again on the top A. So that second phrase, there we go. Okay, let's put everything that we've got so far together. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, for those of you working on finger per fret, the 7, 5 I would play with 3rd finger and 1st finger, and then I would drop my 1st finger down to the 2nd fret, which is really its home in 2nd position for this piece. Again, for those of you just who haven't come across finger per fret or different positions, playing it with 1 finger, perfectly acceptable. Okay, then we've got an open E, and then 3, 2 again on the top A, which we've seen before. And then we're going to grab fret number 4 on the B string. Okay, so let's just look at that phrase. If you're not getting the right sound, remember it is on the B string, that 4th fret, A lot of students do go for the 4th fret of the top E, it doesn't get us the right sound. So let's just play that phrase one more time. Okay, nice and simple. Lots of repetition there. You may find that quite awkward at the beginning. Let's do it one more time, in fact. Okay, and then we're into a section with some open strings. So we're going to play the open E, then the B string, then the G string, and then the B string. Again, all open there. But they're in 2 pairs. So we go E, B, G, B, 1, 2. Okay, so again, it's that phrase is beginning on beat 3. 1, 2. There we go. Okay, let's put all of that together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. That is the first phrase of Harry Potter, or Hedwig's theme, the theme tune for Harry Potter. Those of you who are getting a good sound out of that, but just want to maybe get an even better sound if you're going for a performance or maybe an exam, it's worth pointing out that I make sure I don't touch any of the other strings on my guitar when I play this piece, so that the other strings ring out sympathetically. That gives me that slight echoey quality that works really well with a slightly spooky tune like Hedwig's theme. Anyway, there we go. That's all I've got for you. Happy practicing.